All right, next step. You don't have any capacity constraints. You only have, I'm going to leave that up there. Hopefully I won't touch it by accident. You only have flow constraints. So the next step is to get these flow constraints. And how do you get them? Yes, it is. Absolutely going to suck.
I don't like those better.
So you start,
I'm not sure.
Will this be the quiz on Monday?
That's gonna be the angle.
I hope not. I can double check it, but I,
Let's do the entire period.
constraints. The beginning and the end are the same. It basically, you do have to have the beginning and the end. So this is another difference between this particular type of problem and the min cost flow problem. You do have to take the beginning and the end. So if I didn't start systematically. Learn from my mistake. Don't make that mistake yourself. You need to start with Seattle. Seattle's where you start. There's 3 places you can go. You can go to Portland, Boise, or Butte, and that sum of those decision variables is going to be 1. I'll explain to you in a second why. That's might be confusing, but Seattle to Portland plus Seattle to Boise plus Seattle to Butte. That has to total up to be 1. Here's why, right? So let's suppose you decided to go Seattle to Portland. What's the value of this decision variable if that's the decision you made?
1.
What would the other ones be?
0.
Because you didn't go down those paths. You already made the choice of going down that path. If you made this path, similarly, if you chose the Boise one, that would be 1. But then you didn't go on the other ones because you chose this path. So the other ones would be 0. So no matter what decision you make to begin with, that sum has to be 1. Because the other ones would be shut off once you made the decision to go down one path.
I have a question. How does it work? Like, because what if you choose not to go like to Portland, but then like how does the flow constraint work for Portland?
If you didn't just go to Portland, that's a 0. But
Yeah.
then you must have decided to go one of these 2. So one of these is going to be 1. But the second one of these is 1, the other one has to be 0 because you shut off that path.
Okay, but like for like if you were gonna make it like a constraint for like the like routes going out of Portland.
Now let's do that one. Let's do the Portland one. Actually, yeah, I'll give you a hard one, right? So I'll do the Portland one and explain the Portland one in a second.
Okay.
Go
Does
ahead.
that mean all of these have to be between either 0 or 1?
It's coming. So the start and the end are different, right? So let me give you 2 tasks to try it yourself. I'll do Portland. So if I look at Portland, then the inputs were going to equal the outputs. So then I'm back to the old stuff that I did before. So the decision variable, I have one way to get to Portland, that's from Seattle. That's in, and I only have one path out of Portland, that's to Boise. All right. Sometimes I'm nice, sometimes I'm not. I'm gonna give you Boise. So do Boise, only the Boise flow constraint, and then also do the last one, Denver. So boards, flow constraints for Boise, it's complicated, and you can see it's complicated. There's a lot of stuff going in and a lot of stuff going out. And then Denver. So get the erase your like variables. You've got them. And now everything in the middle is inputs equals outputs. Right? Only the endpoints are not. That's why I gave you the worst one to do for the inputs and outputs, and then the end one. Do the end one as well. So you should have 2 lines of flow constraint on